All right, back here with the ZX-10R engine. We're working on timing and getting the cams in. So if we go in here, there's a mark. I don't know if you guys can see it. I can. Let's get it closer. It has to line up in there, perfectly lined up. We've got intake aligned with intake, exhaust aligned with exhaust, exhaust side, intake side. I don't know if you guys see all this, but this says exhaust, this is intake. Voila. I've got the tensioner in. It is installed to the right torque. We have to install this washer system on there still. Just making sure we're all good. Torque this guy to 15 foot-pounds. Beautiful. We'll do that in a second. The other thing is it said do it temporarily. Let's just double make sure. Start his upward, did that, and did that. Okay, good. So we're installing the camshafts, and we're going to start installing the tops of them. And we are in install, not remove, installation. Be sure to follow. You got the plugs, got the dowels. Dowels are B. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. Got those installed properly. Got it all installed. Yup. Before installing cam tensioner upper body, install the camshaft chain tensioner body temporarily. See camshaft tensioner. So temporarily. So we've got it installed temporarily without the Okay, install the caps and upper camshaft as things. Identification. We're going to do the guide bolts last. Really? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so let's get the uppers. Camshaft guide bolts. We've got all of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, and this guy. Okay. So this is looking, rotated the engine. These are marked with 1, which we're looking on exhaust side. We're looking exhaust side, front. This is 1. Intake side. Nope, exhaust side. 2. 3 is over here. Intake side away from that side, so that'd be this side. 1, 3. Yeah, obviously 1, 3. Don't know how that's going to work because everything's tight as hell. And 4 goes here. That's tight too, so we're going to see how this works. Now they want me to torque down 2 first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9's over here on this side. So 9 would be over here. Okay, so we're going to torque these down in a weird order, but it makes sense. Two, 1, 4, 2, 1, 4, 3. So 2, then 1, then 4, then 3, then this side. Interesting. The camshaft caps must be at 106 inch-pounds. And so are the upper guide bolts. Alrighty, let's go find these. They should be under a sawzall. These look right. Perfect. Now I'm going to go with that we're not going to be able to complete this mission today. because these are 5s and I don't like our torquing spec for 5s. So what we're going to do is, instead of torquing these down right now, we are just going to, starting with 2, wrong one, 2, and back the engine middle here. We're going to tighten these down, hand tight, and then have to go get a tool to torque these down because we do not like our options here. And by we, I mean me. The tool I have, instead of being nice and flat like this, is rounded, and I don't love it. So 2 towards the middle, back this one. This will get us at least started in the right direction. Then we'll follow the same torquing sequence as everybody else, but you know what we forgot to do? Forgot to do it. Take all these off again. Okay, we disassembled because we need to add grease over the top of all of these. This should be enough to hold everything together nicely. Let it move. Some assembly grease on there. Okay, that should be good enough. Okay, now that those are all lubed up, we can completely start this process. Oop, my speaker's dying. 1, 2, 3, no, 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's get 1 in. Start her down. It's shifting everything just ever so slightly. Okay. So 2's on. 1 is next with 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, exhaust side's on. Now we're going to intake. This one, which is 4. And a lot of questions on how this is going to work, but we're going to figure that out. And we're going to start with on 4, middle outside. This one? Really? How? You have to push. Oh, maybe it'll bite. It'll bite. Okay. It's good. There's a lot of tension on the system, so it's pushing it upward. But I'm guessing that if you take this and start it, it's gonna start sucking that in nicely, which is terrifying. But what we're gonna do with this, just because it is so much tension on it, is I'm just gonna try to get all 4 started nicely, so that we can put some even pressure on it, so that it doesn't twist on us or pop off or anything. Like, and I don't want it to miss or start to miss the guides or the what are they called? These guys, pins, dowel pins, or what they're called. I don't want it to miss that and like start to cross thread or crush anything. So I'm just gonna do this just to give it a little bit of the ability to, there we go, to slide in there nicer. Now this should go right in. There we go, starting to. But yeah, this bolt's a little messed up, I think, so we might have to back this one out. Maybe this wasn't in there far enough. Feels good now. Glad I did that with that, because trying to put it straight in might have caused problems. Okay. Now to make sure we're doing the right one. Middle, outside, 9. Yep, 9. Let's get that nice and tight. 10 is this one. I'm gonna guess this one's 11. We're gonna double check. 11. Nice. Now we got this number 3 over here technically, even though it's the 4th one we're doing. Weird. We got 4 more for that. And we're going to start with, I'm going to guess this one. Look at that. 4. Oh no, I lied. 13, 14. It's off by 1. Start way over here. 13, 14. That one slid in nicely because the tension on this is pushed way down. Okay, I'm going to replace this one. I'm going to buy a couple replacement bolts for this. This one in particular has a little bit of a rounded head in it. Oh yeah, she rounded out. We're going to get a new one of those. I have to order that. We'll get a couple more just in case. Probably get 4. Because this one felt a little slippery. It looks okay, but gotta replace it. This one. This one I can't bottom out. I think that's due to the tool that I don't want to use to torque these down. Which, credit to the guy who gave it to me for free. It helped me out when I needed it, but it may just be over the years it's worn out. But oh, I didn't pay attention to what I was doing. This is supposed to be 15. This one's 16. So it's just, and we're going to go back through all of them and do it again. But the problem I'm seeing here is I have 4 bolts left, but I need to buy a new one. Last piece is whatever this is called, which is the upper cam guide bolts. Same torque spec on this. It goes in one way and one way alone, which is this way, which is this way. It's got little grooves in here. I'm assuming this is for oil distribution. The grooves just basically have to match up. I did it wrong again. This way, jeez. And it's got little guide dowels that we have to follow. And there's some dirt on the top of it. Let's get that off. This looks good. We're gonna leave off one of the middle ones. We'll get this thing really seated in there. Good to go. Okay, so for this one, we need to follow the torquing spec as well of 17 on the exhaust side, 18, 19, and 20. So exhaust side. There we go, this sits right in there, beautiful. Now let's not get too ahead of ourselves and pinch this thing because it is way up in the air on the other side. So let's bring that other side back down too. Make sure that it sleeves in. I'm afraid that we're going to be off camber with this and we will have to back it out. Oh no, look at that. Right in there. Beautiful. Okay. Back to this side. Okay. 19. And I think we're going 19 will be here. Yep. Okay, so now that that's on, we got everything but the last bolt, and I really don't want to use it. Doesn't look great on the inside. I'm wondering if... Okay, so I forced the thing in there. I think we just need to drive it in. Let's see. Let's see if it'll spin. We get some torque on it. If not... Okay, we can. It's just, I must have been sitting on a lip or something. Let's... Okay. That looks good. I think there's a little lip on it. Right, yeah, there's a little lip on it, and I just had to get past that, and it sank all the way in. So we're just going to make sure that stays in there tight. Okay, so let's just give that, this is, when I get to torquing, I'll have to remember that, but like, there you go. Yeah, there you go. Just got to get past that little, there's a little lip in there. Must be, it started to spin and caught it. I didn't remember breaking anything. Now this is only a little loose because we don't have the tensioner fully in yet because we're supposed to install it a little bit. So what I'm going to do one more time is starting with 2. I'm going to go around and just make sure everything's tightened down and nothing's spinning so that I know this is on here enough that we can go buy what we need to buy and torque it down to the right spec. I'm not doing this in any particular order because they all are pretty darn tight. Now that I found one that's a little loose, we're going to go to 3. And I'm going to look at the correct sequencing for that, which is 13 is this one here, which is very loose. 13, 14, 15, and 16. And very loose, I meant compared to the rest of them. And then we're going to go to 4, which is 9er, which is very loose. I'm guessing torquing everything down is, or tightening everything down across this is then tightening things down. 10, 11, and 12. Okay. Yeah, that's the cam. And let's just see. Let's make sure that our mark down here is still on. Oh shoot, it is dead on. Love it. We are on here and there. So we have officially. Oh, and just so you guys can see, this is cylinder. What I'm going to call cylinder 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. From what I understand. Okay, grabbing the top of the hose and into 1. Look at the difference. So top, bottom, top, bottom, top. It's just to know that we're at top dead center, at least. So I got to go buy a 5mm 3/4 inch drive, hopefully, hex head driver for this setup. Now the problem with that is I'm going to buy a whole set of these things, I think, and it's going to take a couple days. So we're going to end this video here. This is me putting some more of this together. Alright YouTube, I bought a set of Milwaukee, these guys, Milwaukee hex heads. Why did I go with Milwaukee? Well, A, I've always had luck with them. B, they're square. You can put a wrench on these if you needed to. That was cool. I don't need this. I don't need this extension on there. But I got 3/8 drive, so they fit right on my torque wrench. And we've got it set to the torque of 106 inch-pounds. And we've got to do 1, 2, 3, 4. So now I move on to cylinder cover 1. And we gotta do 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we gotta do cylinder 4. 4 is gonna be 4 and 9, 10, 11, 12. 9, 10, 11, 12. Some of these I must have gotten pretty darn close hand tightening. Now we're on to 3 with 13, 14, 15, 16. Head over to this side and 17, 18, 19, 20. This is the bolt I didn't love, and now we're torqued. So now we've torqued down the camshaft cap bolts and upper camshaft chain guide bolts. So next thing is to put the head on this, and it can go back in the bike. So we'll come back with that, possibly the next episode, depending on how long this one took. So stay in tune for the next one. Stay in touch, stay tuned, whichever of those, and we'll go through more. Everybody build your stuff better. Peace.